Welcome back to my channel. It's Marilyn, Fabulous Designs on a Budget, and today I'm participating in an open collaboration hosted by Sharon from Glam and Forlisa from Home Body with Forlisa. So for this challenge, we are to do a DIY that can cost us spring DIY that can cost no more than $20. So I decided to do a flower box, and in the middle of doing the flower box I realized that my camera wasn't on, so I lost some of my footage. I can't start over because I already started and I'm halfway through, so I'm gonna have to talk you through what I did. So you're gonna need 5 picture frames, and this is the last picture frame that I'm going to get ready to glue on. I started out with 4 picture frames, but my flowers were pretty thick, so when I put the top layer on for the shadow box, it pushed the flowers down, so it was smashing them, and I didn't like the way that was going. So you're going to need to remove the backing and all the glass from your picture frames. I recommend that you wear gloves because this dollar store glass is really sharp and you can very easily cut yourself. Now, previously I was saying how on the picture frames they're really cheap, so if you can use some different picture frames, I would recommend you go out and spend a little bit more money. But because this is a $20 challenge and I already had the frames around my house, I used what I had. And now for the backing, I took one of these backings and I just layered strips of tape, and I'm just going to show you how I did that. Again, I apologize for the lost footage. You're just going to layer strips of the tape on the backing, and this will be the back end of your shadow box. So you're going to just layer it like this, and you're just going to go all the way across until you get your background. Once you get your background, then you're going to start gluing your picture frames. And once again, this one broke apart in another spot. But I'm not going to give up on these Dollar Tree frames. And you're going to need to remove the black tips that holds the glass in. You're going to want to remove those from all the frames but 2. The bottom frame, you're going to want to leave that one because that's what's going to hold your background cover in, and the top one because that's what's going to hold your glass in. And these frames, they're really cheap. When I say cheap, I mean cheap. They are constantly breaking. I don't know if it's because I had them left over and packed away, but they're really giving me a hard time. So once you put your backing on and you have your frames layered, you should have something that looks like this. This is how your shadow box is starting to look. And again, I decided to add one more layer of frame because I wanted it to come up a little higher. Now, if you have time to use E6000, you can use E6000 to put this together, but for the sake of time, and I'm just going to use hot glue. Let's put a nice strip of hot glue down the sides. And put your other frame on top. That's much better. This is what it's starting to look like. And then I took the top lower layer frame and I glued the glass into it. And you're going to want to clean off any strings. Now again, this you can reuse this by taking the bottom backing off, and you can do a different type of flower. You can put a picture, you can put some keepsakes, whatever you choose to put in there. Just make sure you bend those black tabs to hold that glass in. And that's going to be your top layer. That's looking much better. I think I'm going to redo this with some better quality picture frames later, but it's a $20 challenge. What can I say? So now I'm going to glue the top frame on. And you really don't have to glue the whole thing. You can just put some glue in the corners. And maybe a dot in the center. You could also add lights if you want to add some lights in there. Oh, that's really cute. Now I also have these blue gems. I was thinking about maybe adding a couple of the butterflies on the glass. Let's try one and see what it looks like. Those are cute. I got those at Dollar General. So I don't know if I want to put it in the corners of the picture frame. Yeah, they're blue butterflies. So I think I'm going to put them in the corners. Let me do that one. see. And that's it. This is a flowered shadow box frame. It's a very quick, easy, and simple project. If you're using hot glue, otherwise if you're going to use E6000, you will have to let it dry overnight. If you want, you can put some bling wrap all the way around it. But for me, I just wanted to add those couple blue butterflies on their corner. Nothing more than that. Just the blue butterflies. You can put some flowers on the top. If you want, you can put candles in there and put flowers on the top. But this is my $20 spring DIY. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Forlisa and Sharon, for hosting this challenge. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment of what you thought about this project, and I'll see you on the next challenge.